here, and I'm with my dad, Bob, and this is the weekly weight loss soundbite. Our question to this week is, what advice would you give someone who is either just about to have the surgery or is seriously thinking about having the surgery?
Just to go to support group meetings, listen to other people's stories, listen to the lessons they have to learn, read the documentation, research the internet, know all you can about it before you actually start the process, and that will help get your mental focus right. We talked the last segment about mental readiness or mental focus. That comes through research, that comes through study, that comes through listening to other people's stories. A knowledgeable decision is a decision you can live with and support and work towards. If you don't have that knowledge, if you go into it, we used to tease people because they were worried about their last supper. You know, oh boy, my surgery's tomorrow, this is my last time I can go out and really eat. My first reaction is the people that say that aren't ready because they're looking at losing food instead of gaining health. That's not always the case. I know that's kind of an extreme view that if they say that, they're not ready. But to do all the research and to really be ready, armed with knowledge as you go into the process.
Very true. Yeah, I think that's important because you had yours six and a half years ago.
Yeah.
And at that point, I thought, what is he doing? This is crazy. But then I started researching, and I'd been researching it on the internet ever since you had it. And then, of course, that knowledge base here at home with two people who've had it and being able to feed off that, plus going to support group meetings before having the surgery and hearing what different people had said. I think that's really, really important. Like you said, doing your research, finding out everything you can beforehand so you're prepared mentally, physically, whatever you need for the changes that are going to take place. Because it's a big change.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure that you're ready, not only for the commitment, but for all the changes that it's going to...
You have to be committed, you have to be ready for the changes, and you have to really deeply understand they are lifelong changes.
Yeah.
Not just...
for the next 9 months
9 months or so. It's a lifestyle change. It's permanent. One of the things I want to throw out here for everybody, not just patients, but the doctors too, is that doctors need to be educated. You know, I was lucky whenever I went to my doctor when I was going through my diabetes visit. So I was at my endocrinologist, and I told him I had a friend that was going to have the surgery. What could he give me? What information or science could he give me to help me talk my friend out of the surgery? And I was lucky that I was going to a doctor, Dr. Louie, who talked me into it. He told me, well, you might want to consider it. You need to go home and research. Talk to my secretary. She's had it. All those things. And that one little nudge, I thought, well, maybe this does have a medical background or a medical reason. But you'll find a lot of doctors, or I start to say especially, but even endocrinologists who deal with obesity and diabetes and that kind of stuff. For some reason, they think this is the easy way out, or this is too drastic, or you should do it the right way that we've talked about before. Whatever works is the right way. But doctors, as much as patients, need to be educated. They need to see the difference this has made in people's lives. They need to see the difference this has made in the blood chemistry whenever you come off all the medications, whenever your A1C comes down to normal and stays there, whenever your cholesterol goes normal, whenever your triglycerides go normal, whenever your hypertension goes normal. Just a litany, a long list of things that this cures or makes a lot less. Doctors need to see that so that they can talk to patients about it and support the patients on their way through.
I agree. End of this segment.
And if you've got any questions, you can send them in to Tina. We'll answer them for you. We'll make sure they're the right answers. You know, we'll coordinate with our support group and our doctor and that kind of stuff to make sure that you get quality answers. If you don't have a support group available, try your best to find one. If you can't, say you're way out in rural America somewhere, maybe we can be your support group. Maybe we can provide you answers, that kind of stuff. No question is too small. If it's something you don't know, it's a valuable question to ask and get the answer to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's an important question, well, like if it's not like a dire need, but if it's an important question, I can email them the answer and then do the video later if it's something that, like they're going to have a surgery in a week and they want to know something.
Oh, yeah.
So then we can make sure that.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.